Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam had a discussion with the angel of death. And he asked the angel of death, he said, tell me something. When you appear in front of someone, a good person, to take his life, how do you appear in front of him? What do you look like? He said, I appear in front of that person. I get a little goosebump when I talk about this. Yeah. The angel of death said, when I appear a good person, when I appear in front of him or her to take his or her life, I appear like a handsome, young, good-looking person. Nice hair, groomed, dressed nice, smelling nice. Allahu Akbar. See, it's all a nice thing. Look nice, smell nice, well groomed. So that person only just feels when the life comes out. That pangs of death when the life comes out. But a person is happy to go because who came for him? A good looking person, smelling nice and looking nice. So the soul, don't you realize when a person passes away, what happens? Many a times a person passes away with a smile on his mouth because he's happy to go. He's happy to go. As the pain goes and the death and the soul leaves, yes, he feels that. And last night, the Sheikh was mentioning again also that you hear it and you see it all the time when most of the time the eyes open of a person because the person is looking at the soul leaving. And the mouth is open because the soul comes out of the mouth, the last. And then the mouth, in some cases, you close the mouth and the person smiles because the person is now happy that my soul has gone. Happy ever, forever, and ever. Khalidina fiha abada in Jannah. So Ibrahim, I know you're probably wondering what it looks like when a bad person is about to die. So Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam asked the angel of death. He said, and how do you appear in front of someone who is bad, who lived a bad life, who did not do good deeds? How you appear in front of that person? The angel of death said, I appear like a big, ugly giant with my hair standing up like that. You know, sometimes when I see some of our young boys with their hair standing up, I'm like, is that the angel of death, boy? So don't come around me with your hair up like that, eh? Groom it nice like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Don't be a devil. You know, when I say devil, that's the angel of death, but the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said people who don't comb the beard and comb the hair, that's how Satan keeps his hair and beard. And go check it according to the Mufassirin. I know one thing, you may believe something and you may not believe something, but one thing I need you to believe, that you will die one day. You don't have to believe everything I say. But at least I'm sure you're intelligent enough to know that you will die one day. So at least believe that, my brothers and sisters. And go research yourself. What will be the consequences? The angel of death said, what actually? He told Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam before he answered him. He said, I need you to turn your face because you will not be able to bear my look when I appear in front of a bad person. And Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam turned his face. He said, but please, show me, I want to know. So he said, turn your face. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam turned his face. He turned into the form and then he told him, turn back, look now. You know how some of these young boys have their hair like up straight like that? Like needles up in the air. Anytime you see someone like that, say, whoa boy, angel of death, you're close by, boy. At least they may learn to comb their hair and groom themselves like the Sunnah of the Prophet says. Plus, Prophet Ibrahim ﷺ reported that not only was he one big ugly giant with hair standing up, but fire was coming out of his mouth and smoke was coming out of his nose. And you know, sometimes they display this sort of thing sometimes to let you know what an ugly looking, terrifying beast looks like. Fire, smoke. Sometimes I wonder if they read those narrations and do these sort of diagrams for people to know. That's how terrifying it is. So before the life even comes out, it becomes scary. That's why some people who don't believe in God, who don't do good deeds, who don't donate in the path of Allah, strive in the path of Allah, do good deeds for their souls, they're very scared to die. They're very scared to die. They're very scared to die. And they have to scare to die, because they don't know what they're going to face before they leave this world. So that scare and fear comes in. Could you imagine when the angel of death appears in this horrifying form? And what goes beyond? The Prophet ﷺ time really doesn't permit. I really got to conclude the other aspect of this. What goes beyond when a bad person leaves this world? I think you better research it. I don't like to speak on bad things really. Like I tell people, you want to get married, come, I'll perform the nikah. Don't only talk to me about divorce. Nikah, barakah. Divorce, you do that with somebody else, not me. Good things, inshallah. You go research that. I'm not telling you don't study that. You go study that terrifying part. Very terrifying. Why do we let these radical imams brainwash some of us? Come here, we sit, we sleep in khutbahs, we don't get the message, that's why we miss it. He says, all I need you to be grateful. Allah Akbar. Are you telling me Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not protect the prestige of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Only living for business. That's all our dream. Let me see who shall save you now.